Hello, welcome to an impromptu live chat, the state of the comic book market. I watched this video from Rudy earlier today, and I thought it was such a well done video that it's worth bringing to everyone's attention. I have talked about Rudy and linked to his channels and videos for the past, I say, 3 years. Could have been longer. I know every few months here and there, I have done a video where I talk about his channel as well as link to his channel. The link to this video is below if you wish to bookmark it or save it to watch later. I like Rudy a lot. I don't collect Magic the Gathering or Pokemon or sport card, but I think Rudy is one of those voices that is worth listening to, even if you don't collect any of those things I just mentioned, like me. Okay, I just collect comic books, but I think when it comes down to have a good handle on the market, the collectible market, even in the stock market, and if you watch, I don't watch every single one of Rudy's video, to be honest. I used to watch a lot of his ripping video where he would, rip a couple package and show the card, but after a while, I don't care to watch those videos. I watch every single one of his commentaries about the current state of the market as far as he's known. And I like it because I think he's more honest than the typical dealer, because he is a dealer. Okay, I mean, I would never even dare to compare myself with Rudy as far as knowledge of the market, because Rudy buy and sell way more than I do. Plus, he's a dealer. You see the wall behind him. I mean, he dealt in the 6-7 figures kind of numbers, so he's involved hands-on with the market way more than me, flipping a few books here and there. That's not even close to what he's doing. But I like the fact that he does not have a problem being honest about what's going on. And hello, Miguel, ABZ Comics, Bat 227, Doug Hackey, Maurice, hello. Omega Comics here as well. Ty Lux the Mighty, Jacob, Luis Ramirez, and it look like Comic Coin Stamp is going to bed. Must be in a different time zone. Next time he pops in the chat room, I will ask him what time zone is he in. If he's going to bed right now, does that mean that he's in Asia time? I'm guessing. I don't know. Unless he have a different working schedule. I used to work the graveyard shift, so I'd be in bed sleeping right now. When I worked the graveyard shift from 11 to 7 in the morning. It's like 10:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. or something like that. That was my shift. So I'll get home, I eat breakfast, I shower, I'll be in bed by 9. Yeah, so hello, Scott. Lawrence Jackson, hello. Okay, so now that everybody's here, let me play you a little clip, okay? I highly recommend that you go and watch his entire video after this chat or whenever you have time, because it's well worth listening to. So let's listen to a little bit of what he's saying.
Will release. It's just been a lot, including some Weiss releases in between. So let's jump into the first thing here. I feel that all of us have really lost our way. Let me explain what I mean by that. I don't think I've ever seen a point in time where people are expecting such fast, easy, exaggerated, ridiculous amounts of stupid free money than I've seen in 2021. And I think this is all kind of a side effect of what we've all been through in the last 12 months and what we all got wired to accept. Well, as normal, which nothing has been normal in the last year. And yep.
Okay, I know not everybody watch every video that I made. Okay, I get that. I'm not that entertaining. But if you watch my chat yesterday, I brought this very point up when somebody asked me something about normality or how the market is. And yesterday is not an isolation. I heard this all of this year from many people, that comments on my video. There is a false sense of understanding of what is a normal market. People think doubling, tripling from 3 months ago, 6 months ago is normal. Holy cow, it is aggravating for me to hear people talk about the market as if what's going on is normal. And it is usually the least knowledgeable people in this hobby that talk smack as if they know anything. If you just jump on the bandwagon because you have nothing better to do with your time, my advice is keep your mouth shut, keep your fingers away from the keyboard, and listen to people that tell you something that you don't want to hear. Okay? Because if you spend your time listening to channels that tell you exactly what you want to hear because you can't handle the truth, you can't handle bad news, you can't handle someone tell you that you don't know what you're doing, there's a rude awakening waiting for you down the road. Okay? Now, if you watch enough of my video, you also heard me talk many times in the past 6 months that I'm not predicting a market-wide crash. Okay, I'm not sure. There are isolated incidents of certain books crashing. Nobody is gonna deny that. Okay, and only delusional people would say, "Oh, the market is healthy. Nothing is crashing. Everything is hunky dory." Okay, only delusional people would say something like that. There are pockets of weakness out there. And if you watch enough of my haul videos, the most speculative book that I would buy to flip or to speculate on is what? If you watch any of my flip haul video in the past 6 months, Dark Vader 3, Dr. Afra. That is about the extent of how far down the food chain I would care to go to speculate. You see what I buy. I focus on Silver Age, Bronze Age, keys, high grade. I buy things that I know can hold the value should bad things happen. Okay? I've seen it. This game has unfolded before my eyes many times. Whenever I see people, whether it's 1999, 2006, 2007, doesn't matter. Every bubble, the late stage is filled with noobs, new people, naive people, latecomer, bandwagoner that have no business jumping on the bandwagon because they don't care. They don't care to do any homework. They don't care to understand what's going on. They just heard something is good. They just heard it's easy money somewhere, and they just go after easy money. It's very easy to take money from those people, okay? Whew. Unbelievable. What have I been preaching on my channel in the past 6 months? Sell a lot if you have time. Keep selling. Don't worry about missing out on anything. Keep selling. Hey, hello, Dr. Manchilla. ABC Comics says first time here. Well, hopefully you stay around. Many first timer here usually leave pretty quickly because I'm just not for them. Okay, let me let me read up on a chat here. Yes, back to 27 in 2007, they said real estate could never go down on a national basis. I'm sure those are involved in the real estate market back in 2006, 2007. What did you hear often as well? They don't make more land. They don't make more land. You know how often I heard that? I moved to Florida in 2004, 2005 to get married. And my God, I heard that almost daily from all the realtor. And you know, if you go anywhere in Florida outside of the big city like Orlando or Tampa or Miami, you know what you see a lot when you drive in the highway? Empty land. Whew. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable that the human species can be so naive. Okay, it's just we can brag about being the smartest species because we can think and reason, but in reality is we are very stupid. A lot of people can act very stupid a lot of time. Okay, it's nobody can swallow pride and say that I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm just gonna do what other people tell me because I believe the internet. Oh, good gracious. Yeah, so let's play a little bit more of Rudy. Okay.
You know, I don't know if it started with the money printing in 2020 and this whole quarantine, tangerine, lockdown, virus, the world's ending, magic's going to zero, every store panicked and turned off buy lists. And, I don't know if that was really the catalyst. I feel like that was some of the fuel. I feel like the catalyst was the money printing of the government, which caused a lot of excessive spending. But I really feel the big tipping point was the crypto drop. But I feel the whole, even Pokemon with the Logan Paul thing and all this Poketubers that came up just cracking boxes, and now the views are coming back down. Everything's really becoming stale, and some of those business models are no longer profitable. We're starting to see I almost want to say a panic. I'm getting a tremendous amount of contacts of people wanting to sell me like Pokemon single cards, and I'm sorry, I don't buy Pokemon single cards. I haven't in the last so many years, and I still don't buy Pokemon single cards. Even Pokemon sealed product at this time, I haven't bought any Pokemon sealed product except from distributors, leftover, battle styles, and a couple cases of leftover Chilling Rain, just to kind of for myself throw in the Rudy bathroom for the future hopes and dreams. No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Am I? But overall, I haven't really been doing much of that. But it feels to me right now the number one most leveraged type of store appears to be Pokemon, and also sports cards. But I'm not going to get into sports much. I'm not very well versed in that sector. So I really don't want to talk about something I don't feel confident about really discussing in detail. I know sports cards have a really large retrace, but as far as Pokemon goes, I don't know if it's the new junk PSA slab era of all the slabs are going to be coming back to market. If everybody's grading their energy cards and common cards, I don't know.
Yeah, more Rudy wisdom. Okay, I probably won't play any more of his video because really it's his channel, his video. You should go there, watch it so that he can monetize his videos and make money. All that. Not that he needs to. He has, Rudy has a couple hundred times more subscribers than I have, so it's not like he need me to promote him. Okay, but a lot of what he said there can be applied to the comic market right now too. You know what I mean? Like I said, I have a lot of bullish people on my channel. I have a lot of extremely bullish people that leave comments on my channel as if the sky is the limit. What's going on is normal. Let me put Rudy away, and then let me remove Rudy here, and I'm back. Okay. And those kind of comments that what's going on in the past 6 months is normal, the sky is the limit, is head shaking. Okay, it's head shaking that some people look at the hobby that way. Now, would I complain? Would I complain if that was the case? Heck no. Keep going high, keep doubling, keep tripling so that I can sell more books at a higher price. I'm not going to complain. I love money more than the books. Did he just say that? Did he just say that? Yeah, I just said that. It's just not a healthy environment for collectible in general of what we have seen in the past few months. It's a perfect example of a mania that cannot sustain itself. How when it will crash, I can't call the exact day or time or weeks. How much it will crash, I can't call the exact percentage it will crash, but can I see a lot of things go down 30, 40, 50% or more? Yeah, that's what a crash is, right? Bye, Todd. Enjoy your lunch. And it's just not, sensible for people to keep approaching this hobby and throw money at this hobby as if the sky is the limit. I harp on this all the time that, it matters what you're buying. It matters what you're owning. It matters what you're collecting, especially if investment, return, and all that stuff is something that you care about. If you stay in this hobby for the sake of I just love comic books, I buy low grade, high grade, whatever is affordable to me, I don't care. That's a different, okay? Those people are not here. If they're here to leave the thumbs down because they can't stand me talking about slab and market and investment and returns. Yeah, I can't open my mouth and talk about slab before I get 2 or 3 thumbs down. That's just the way it is. But for those that are in this market trying to make money, trying to invest, and look at this hobby in that sense, quality matters. Okay? What was junk before and hot today can be junk again. Okay? A lot of things that are great, highly desirable, decades pass, years pass, and still hot today, likely will weather the storm. Okay? Wherever that storm is going to show up, whenever, and how bad the storm is, it will have enough support that it will still go down. Okay, keep this in mind. I'm not saying that buying high quality, highly desirable books will prevent you from losing money. You have heard me talk about this on my channel a lot. There's no such thing as safety stock. Blue chip stock. Blue chip, sometimes people mistaken the word blue chip as in like that's the best of the best and you can't lose money. Utter bollocks, okay? If you don't understand the true meaning of blue chip is, don't utter things like, it's blue chip, you can't lose money. Can't lose money. Such foolishness, okay? Such foolishness. Where are those people that say things like that? Where are they when those things didn't come out, didn't come true? When they fail, and they will fail or have failed, okay? It's just constantly people saying things without even really back up with any kind of facts or data. It's just nonsense, okay? So even blue chip stock will go down, okay, in a stock market crash. So I'm not sitting here telling you that you should buy high quality keys, because when if the market crash, it will go down as well. It might go down less. It might come back quicker, because once things settle down, more people would go after the good keys again. Okay, so much like what happened last March and April when the market crashed, right? A lot of scared people dump a lot of big keys like AF-15, X-Men 1, FF1. A lot of those books were dumped last March and April for real cheap back in 2020. And many of them has double, triple, quadruple since March, April of 2020. ABZ Comics. Let me follow up here. Key Comics. He said I was lucky. I was lucky enough to buy many of my silver bronze keys 2 or 3 years ago. Mostly, I have switched to new spec in the past year. I will start selling some of the keys soon. I feel it is needed. Absolutely. Okay. Soon. I've been selling nonstop for the past year. So it has been now for me. Okay. It's not soon. A good example of recent is Marvel Spotlight specting on Captain Universe #8, first Mr. E. That went wild for a bit, then out. Yeah, that's the thing with, comic books and the garbage. Okay, the garbage, for whatever reason, we know it's not whatever reason. The garbage with the speculation can and has spiked great percentage-wise. Okay, you're talking 5x, 10x, 20x. Books that you can find in dollar bin turn into a $200 book on eBay. Yeah, that's the kind of 200x that you can see in some spec, right? But why does it fizzle out so quickly? Why do you think something like that fizzle out when 50 copies exchange hand, maybe 100 copies exchange? Why? That should tell you something. That should hint you something very frightening about this hobby. When 50 to 100 people are done buying, nobody else cares. Okay? The demand is so few, so little, that after the 50 to 100 naive person that believe in everything on the internet go out there and chase and FOMO into buying and overpaying for these things, and then once they're gone, there's no other buyer left, and it fizzle. Okay, that's how it fizzle. That's how any spec hot book fizzle. It doesn't fizzle because too many copies exist. It fizzle because why? There is no more demand for those books. Okay, when it comes down to supplies and demand, time and time and time and time and time again, people just cannot understand that. It frustrates the crap out of me when I hear people talk about, oh, there's too many copies. No. If Hook 181 had 10,000 plus copies out there and it's worth X dollar, and this hot new spec book, after 50 copies went off eBay, it turned into complete crap again, then there is no demand. Okay, forget about the supply issue. Nobody give a crap about that stuff. They didn't give a crap before, and for the few sad souls that believe in everything they heard on the internet, well, they line the pockets of the people that pump and dump. That's all I gotta say. ABZ Comics said that 6 years ago, a 3.5, 4.0 AF15 can be had under 5K. Yeah. The last AF15 that I bought in a slab was a 2.5. Okay. I mean, I bought other copies, raw one. But the last slab AF15 I bought, a 2.5, was, dare I say, 2010. Yeah. And it was like 3,000 something, I think. It was yeah, it's insanely cheap, and it's just not. I have not chased any of those books since. I bought a raw copy of Amazing Fantasy 15, 1.5, 1.8-ish for 9,000. Yeah. No, 80. It's under 9,000. It was like, I need to take a look. I forgot. It was like 8,800 or maybe 7,800 or something like that. Yeah. But that's like 4 years ago. It's been a while. Yeah. Dr. Doom agree with me that Rudy is worth watching. Absolutely. I watch Rudy for the overall sentiment of the collectible market. Okay, because sure, there are certain differences between comic books and Magic the Gathering or Sport Card or Pokemon. Okay, there are subtle differences, but when it comes down to collectible market, they all share a lot of commonalities. Okay, so you're not going to see a crash in one of those market and all the other market be okay. Okay, they tend to move in the same direction eventually. Roll talent cheese. I only start collecting in March of 2020. Wow. Talk about new. You are definitely one of the newer collectors or speculators or investor in this hobby for sure. I don't know. I think you might have, well, people that comment on my videos or watch my channels don't tell me I started to collect on this date, but as far as it goes, you might be one of the newest collectors on my channel. The habit has become addictive. It is dangerous for me to spec on silver keys right now, given the price. Absolutely. Please don't. Please don't do that. Okay? Please don't. Would I buy silver age keys? I still do, but you know how I play this game. I go hunt for undergraded, underpriced raw books. Okay? If you are specking on silver age keys because what other channels are talking about this stuff, and you go out there and you buying a slab, you know what I say? Buying slab is paying retail. Okay, it's like somebody go to Walmart and buy some food and then trying to sell the same food on eBay for a higher price. Come on, I mean, yeah, it might work on a situation like when if you're lucky enough to buy some toilet paper back in the beginning stage of the pandemic at Walmart for cheap, and then when the toilet paper went crazy in March and April, you can sell them for 10 times the price. Yeah, that's the only time paying retail works. Okay, but please don't. I can't stress enough about this. Okay, I will never. You have not hear me on this channel 9 years now telling anyone to go buy any keys. Okay, you will not see any video saying top 5 keys you gotta get now. I refuse to watch those videos. In fact, I have unsubscribed to every channel that had that kind of stuff. The only channel that I watch that talk about spec, hot books, hot trend is TiVo, Lord of the Long Box. Okay, because I like Lord of the Long Box. I like his music mix that he play. I like all that stuff. And watching his channel alone is enough to know what's going on with the spec market. I don't need to watch 10 other YouTubers with their bandwagoner. This is what you should buy today. This is what you should buy down the road. This is what F off. Yeah. That's my comment. F off. I can't watch those videos. Omega Comics say, get your Strange Tales 110. Speaking of Strange Tales 110, my friend, it's already gone. It's already gone to the right place to get sell off. It's no longer here. Trust me, I don't take things out of the vault without doing something. Okay, it's not everything go back in the vault. Things that come out of the vault, some of the stuff go away. If I ever take the Hulk 181 9.4 slab out of the vault, you know it's going somewhere. It's not staying. ABZ said, I bought Avenger 57. Avenger 57. Okay, that's first Vision. Yeah, 8.0 for $250. That's a good deal. Absolutely. ABZ Comics said, I'm trying to fill all my Star Wars run at the moment. Going to start reading Dawn of the Jedi. Well, enjoy your reading, my friend. Enjoy your reading. Doug Hackey. Okay, let me read your comment. Many other markets are topping and have created a COVID economy, not only for collectible, like comic books, card, or bourbon, but automobiles, construction, and many other markets due to COVID eco. You know, true. I'm not gonna disagree with you there. One of the thing that, okay, I talk about how I just look at the time, it's 2:03. Okay, so I'm gonna end this chat within maybe, how long has it been running? I don't want to do more than 45 minutes. But one of the things that I want to bring to everyone's attention when it comes down to this hobby, unlike other collectible, like, you know, sport card. When it comes down to sport card, right, the hot cards or the desirable card are the classic iconic player. Okay, like hockey. Heck, I love hockey, and as long as I have known about sport card, nobody will deny that Gretzky card is the bomb. Okay, that is like the iconic card to own. Doesn't matter how poorly the hockey card business is, everybody will pay up for a Gretzky rookie card, right? Same thing with baseball. There are iconic players that stand the test of time, like Michael Jordan, right? So, you know, but once you remove those kind of iconic players, then the sport card market, correct me if I'm wrong, have a lot less catalyst to speculate on. Even though people speculate on them, but like, really, how many people can be rookie of the year? How many people can be rookie of the year? How many people can make the all-star team, right? So it's not like a whole lot of player or cards that can be speculated on. Okay. Same thing with Pokemon or the Magic the Gathering. Whatever demand they have is very, even though there is collectability and all that stuff, when it comes down to those hobbies, what's different with comic book is because of the movies and the TV shows that we have. Okay, there are constant flow of new things added. There are constant flow of things that people can speculate on. So that's the difference. It does not mean that is going to stop the market from crashing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that to me, if I had to compare comic books compared to other collectible market, that's the one big difference. Okay, we have more catalysts in this hobby in the comic book market than the typical other collectible. It does not mean that, you know, it does not mean that the catalyst could be more. It does not mean that they can keep the hobby or this particular segment from crashing. Okay, so that's the one distinction I want to make. Julius Irving, yes, Dr. J. You know, there's a handful of iconic every sport, from football to baseball to hockey. They are iconic player, and every year you might get a Rookie of the Year, MVP. Like I said, but it's not like, you know, the number of catalysts in the sport arena is far and few compared to comic book stuff. Especially these days when comic books are just like blowing up everywhere on TV and Star Wars TV shows and Disney, Marvel TV shows and movies. It's just every season D-listers are being used for like a minor role, and people go crazy on these things. It's silly. I mean, it get to a point where people's like, oh, first meeting, first this, first that, first. The word first is used as often as possible now. It used to be second appearances. Some people even, I have seen eBay listing where people say fourth appearances. I'm like, really? If you need to push and pump fourth appearances, flush it. Flush it. Goodness gracious. Okay, but like I say, let me end this chat with my commentary that, you know, it is a fun hobby. It is a good hobby to be able to make a few bucks for me, for sure, over the past decade. I'm not going to complain about that. But someday I will be done and I won't miss it. You know, it's not, I have moved past the point of like needing, gotta have any of these things. I'm pretty happy with my slimming down of my collection. I'm literally down to like the last, I would say the number of books that I have to sell to get down to the final 1,000 books, you know, is less than 500. You know, I have slimmed down substantially in the last few years, quickly, gladly, and I think, you know, it would be sad for me to see the hobby turn into a complete mess once I'm gone, because I think it's just not healthy. It's just not healthy to see really misguided expectation of people, and the sooner people realize that, you know, too much of anything is never a good thing. Okay, too much of anything is never a good thing. So don't go all in on this hobby. Don't go crazy putting everything in and think that it's gonna go higher forever, and getting 100% return is normal. It's not. It is not. And lastly, please go watch Rudy video. It's like a 33-minute video, and try to understand what he's saying as far as the state of the market, the mental mindset of the participant. Because sure, he's not talking about comic books, but a lot of what he's saying can be applied to a lot of people in this community. And that's it. That's all I had to say. You know, it's worth bringing to everyone's attention. I watched that video this morning, and like, you know, I should, for those that are not watching his channel, you should watch that video. It is so well done. All right, people. Enjoy your Saturday. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.